All right. Good evening, children. Um, my name is Aguero Prosper. We'll be walking us through steps by steps on how we can actually learn Python with our mobile phone. For those of us that will not be able to join or to practice with laptop, so you can as well use your mobile phone to practice all the code we shall be executing during the classes. So all you need is just to connect your phone to internet, and then you go to Play Store. Just go to Play Store, just type Play Store, and then when you get to Play Store, you search for Python 3. Just search for Python 3, and then it will pop up, an interface like this. Mine have installed, that is why it's indicating installed. Yours is going to show where you are currently having open as install. So you tap it, and then the installation process will start and complete. And once that is concluded, you tap on the open, or you open it from your app screen. Now because I've actually gone through some series of steps to set up the development environment, and that is why I am brought to this interface you are seeing. um you will be prompted. You are going to see an interface like new, or you click on like list of different objectives. The first one is going to be learning Python. The other one will be maybe for data analysis, and then the other one for writing script, and maybe probably you have other. So you click on the first one, which is learning Python, as your objective, and then after selecting that option, it's still going to give you some steps or some options just to know the kind of environment to create for you to practice. So just make sure that you click. I think almost all the options are the first option. So if you can follow it through, and then it will finally bring you to an interface like this. But where you are currently seeing prosper.py will be new, because at that point you have not saved your development environment in any known storage. So once you get here, the first thing you do, if you tap here, you will see the terminal tabs, which I would not advise you to start tampering with for now, but just follow what I'm going to show you now to enable you to set up an environment to start writing and executing your Python code. Now you click on this folder. If you click on this folder here, you are going to that folder icon. You are going to see this list of item, new, open, save as. If you are saving your code or the environment for the very first time, you select save as so that you can give it a name. So in the first place, let me say I want to create a new one. So this is how, after following those series of steps, this is how yours will open, indicating new at the top like this. So you go to that folder, and then you select save as, and then you choose where you want to save your code. So you can select, I would advise you select this option, this app storage. Once you click on it, you can see the last file that I saved there, but yours, if it may not output any existing file. So the next thing you are to do is to come down to where you have new file.py. That .py should not be deleted. Is the program extension. .py is the program extension. Right? That is what indicates that this file is a Python file. So just tap that name only, and then type your name. So let's say this one is class work, and then once you are done, you click on save, and then it's saved. So you can see that currently I have two files. I can switch from one to another. So these are the two different files. Now the next thing is to show you how you can write and execute your first code. Let's assume I want to print out my name. I'll just type print. We are going to learn all these things in the class, but just for you to understand how to start writing your code here. So print. Now I want to print my name. My name is a text. So because once you want to print, or anytime you want to print text, you have to envelope it in a string. And the string means the double quotes or the single. And then let's assume my name is Prosper Eloho. I want to print this, and then you click on this icon here to execute your code. So once I tap, you see that it will run that program and output Prosper Eloho, and then tells me that the program has completed the execution by saying that program finished. Now, if I want to go back to the development environment, I'll just click on this tab, and that brings me back here. So I can come here and go down, and then you see, if you are familiar with phone operation, you can ask your parent to assist you how you can move from the first line to the next line. There's actually a button called return on your keypad. So once you press it, it will take you down. Then let's say I want to print something else. Let's say I want to create a storage, and the storage will hold a particular value. You are going to learn all this in the class, so I'm only trying to do more example. And then I want to print, let's say I have Z, and Z is another storage, and Z should be holding, let's say 90, and I want to print, multiply the value of S by the value of Z. So I'll say print, and then I'll call the variable name representing the 30, which is X, and then I will insert asterisk is multiplication in programming, then by letter Z. So if I run the code, you see that Python has outputted what? That should be 2007. Like I told us before, you can always go back by pressing here. So this is how you can actually use your phone to write and execute Python code. So see you in the class. So in case you don't have a laptop, that shouldn't be a problem. These have solved the problem. So just make sure you go through it and see if you can install it before the class start properly. So thank you for listening. I am Eguero Prosper again from Digitezi Hub. Bye.